talk about the sport of rugby and what it's meant for you personally.
I think, the sport in rugby is back in the UK is pretty big. We've got a professional league, 12 teams. Then underneath that, you've got another 12 teams. And then obviously, I think there's 7 levels in total. So it's quite a few thousand people, participants, probably over 1 million people to pick from. So, the game's grown. I think what people get out of it is the teamsmanship. You basically learn, you make a lot of friends along the way. It's fun, it's fast. You get the kind of a physical aspect of it. You kind of get that buzz from it, So I think it's a great sport, and I think it's certainly a good one that the American people and children seem to be grasping really well, and some of the skills I've seen today have been really good.
Now, I know in America here, the sport of rugby seems to be growing. It's actually one of the fastest growing sports here in America. How special is that for you as a player, just to see the sport of rugby growing as quickly as it is overseas?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think the job that Premiership Rugby are doing worldwide and growing the game. I think obviously the last 3 years in Brazil, there were 85,000 participants. So it's growing the game. That's taken off there in Brazil. In America, obviously sevens, the women's sevens have been doing fantastically well. Obviously the men's as well, and now it's the Olympic sport. Certainly the rugby sevens has been growing, but rugby 15s again is the same way. And as long as the guys are learning the skills and getting better and ultimately enjoying themselves like they have been today, I think rugby's going in a good direction.
Now, from what I understand, there's a big game happening in March. Talk a little bit about that and some of your feelings.
So it's Saturday, March the 12th. It's the first Premiership game to be played outside of the UK at the Red Bull Stadium, New Jersey. The London Irish, my team, will be wearing this jersey. So this is.
Is that a new jersey?
It's just for there's 2 games. So we play the game here against Saracens, and then we've got a big game at home the following week. So it's a jersey for 2 games only, and then it will get those shirts will get auctioned off for cancer research. So it's a big deal for us back in England. But again, just say everyone's really excited about coming over. The whole club, the whole Premiership, to have a game in America, in New York, massive city. I think everyone's really excited about, and hopefully the American public will join in and really enjoy the occasion.
Do you think a sport like rugby, once New Yorkers see it, will have a place here in New York? Because there's so many different sports here to watch. Do you think that once New Yorkers see the sport of rugby and see it in person, they'll fall in love with it?
Yeah, definitely. I think if you see, I think rugby sevens has taken off massively. It's fast. I think hopefully we can play a brand of rugby that when we come over and it's kind of it's not an exhibition game. There's points at stake when we come over here. Hopefully the pressure and everything that you can see that the guys go through, and obviously to play each other and hopefully get the result at the end of the day.
Now, do you have any message for those looking into rugby for the first time, or just any message in general for the fans watching?
Give it a try. Try rugby, USA. Look it up. Try it. It's very fun. Even if you've never played before and just want to start getting active, and you never really played many sports, or you've kind of fallen away. This is a great sport. Like I said, it's got great teammanship. There's elements of discipline. There's lots of extra attributes. Just a life that I think everyone in the American public should get behind it and enjoy playing it.
Now, you said that the jerseys that you guys are wearing will be auctioned off for cancer research. Is there a website for that yet, or is there a general website that fans can check out?
It will be, but these shirts will actually be on sale over here around the 12th. So leading up to that, these jerseys will be for sale that hopefully guys can buy. And then the ones that the team will actually wear will get auctioned off, I believe, for cancer research.
And if people want to keep in touch with you, do you have a Twitter or Facebook that people can follow you?
Yeah, definitely. It's Nic Rouse on Twitter. Yeah, NIC, no K, NIC, ROUSE. Yeah, so no, definitely. I'll be back over here again, and for that week of the 12th. So yeah, it'd be good to get the buzz, and hopefully, we create a bit of an atmosphere in New York.
How long in advance will you be coming so you can get used to the grounds there and the team?
The team will be arriving on the Sunday flight, I believe, or Monday morning. So they'll generally have their whole week here. I mean, the way the weeks normally work training-wise, this Monday session's a bit low-key because you're still recovering from the game before on the Saturday. Tuesday's the big rugby session, all the ticking all the boxes, making sure you're ready, go through the physical prep, and then there's a day off on the Wednesday. I'm sure that the boys will be out and about coaching or around the city. Thursday is another good training day, and then it's just literally a captain's run. That's what we call it over in England, which is just basically just running through the moves, making those little finishing touches, and then obviously the game on the Saturday. So
you're in your league since '06.
You're on your way. Sorry?
You're playing in this league since 2006. What is considered to me that's a decade. What is considered a lengthy career in rugby, pro sport?
Well, yeah,
I don't mean you're old.
No, I am.
Yeah,
yeah, thank you. No, I think, again, the different positions are very different. Generally, you start younger as a back. Forwards tend to don't really play often until the mid-20s, and then they go until 36, some of them 34, 36. But generally, I think around 30, probably on average about 34. I mean, this is just me off the top of my head, knowing the people I know and myself. For guys, I know there's still guys playing in the Premiership, but it was 40 last year. So, I mean, there's a big difference in. I think that's what another great thing about rugby is all the different people's shapes, sizes, that it really suits everyone. There is a position for everyone. And,
is the size dependent upon the position you play?
Often, yeah. Often there's the big props are big guys, really strong, left of scrum. And then you've got the taller guys like myself, thinner, taller guys. I say thin, athletic. Obviously they do the lineouts, and then you've got the ball carriers in the back row that carry the ball. Scrum halves tend to be a bit smaller because they've got to be really fit. They've got to get around the park. They've got to pass the ball, and obviously you've got the 10s again, smaller. They're doing a lot of the kicking. Centres generally bigger. I could go on, but no, generally, yeah. Like I say, it's a great game to play, and people should seriously look into playing. Not if it's not the full 15s game, then certainly there's tag off.
During the season?
In England, they play 22 league games.
22 league games.
And not this year, but there's 6 minimum European games. So we go and play a European tournament, and then there's normally, because of the World Cup, the other competition hasn't run this year, which is like a cup competition.
Do you have a playoff, a championship?
Yeah, so we have the top four in the Premiership playoff. So the semi-final, final, and then the division below there's the top 4 again. Semi-final, final, and only the top team gets promoted. The Premiership, the bottom team gets relegated.
So your league is the highest level?
Highest level, yeah. So I think there's 7 in total, 7 levels, as it were, I believe. I think I got that wrong.
I'm sorry.
What do you think it'll mean for you and the teammates to play here in the States? Is it a special?
I know
thing for you guys?
everyone's excited. I think everyone wants to. Unfortunately, I think there's only 27 players coming over, so everyone wants to be on that trip. Everyone wants to play over here. Everyone wants to experience, what New York has to offer. And obviously, I think it's going to be a big occasion, a good stadium. Although we've got good stadiums back home, but obviously New York, it's everyone wants to be on the trip. It's the Big Apple, so I think there'll be a few disappointed people, unfortunately. But that's rugby, that's sport.
Do you think if things go well that there may be potentially more games here?
Certainly, I don't see why not. I think especially if the American public enjoy it and take to it, then I don't see why not. And hopefully they'll be bigger and better. So.
One of the people here told me they're going to start a pro league there.
Yeah.
With 5 teams, basically on California area.
Yeah, I believe there's that. I don't know too much about that, so I can't really talk too much. But I've heard that it's going to be hopefully a pro league starting in America. I think it's good for the game. Certainly, there's American players and Canadian players that are good. There's obviously a lot of them playing the Premiership at the moment, so it's good for the game.